Hi guys, it's Sven from the Case Tester blog again. As you can see, I've got my iPhone 15 Pro Max here again, and this video is about privacy glasses. Yes, I bought two of them here, judging by the reviews, and in my opinion, they're actually the best on the market. We have one small and one large privacy glass. And yes, in this video, we're going to find out how good these glasses are, who they're suitable for, and whether they're worth it at all. So have fun with the video. So, we'll start with the first armored glass, and it's from Banks. I bought this on Amazon for $21 for 2 pieces. If you want to buy any of these glasses, there's a link to my blog at the bottom of the video description. All the advantages and disadvantages are listed there, and there is also the link to Amazon where I bought the whole thing. I've also listed it there again, from iPhone 15 to iPhone 15 Pro Max, so that you don't buy the wrong one. So, let's unpack this. I'll stick the whole thing on and then we can talk about the pros and cons. Here's the armored glass once. This is what it looks like. We also have everything we need for assembly. I'll put my cloth underneath here. The whole thing is assembled. As you've seen, it's very quick and easy. As you can see, we have a large air bubble in here. Let's push it out to the side. And that's it already. I have a small dust pocket in here. But that's my fault. It's not due to the bulletproof glass. It's no big deal. We'll just take it off again for the next bulletproof glass anyway. So let's move on to the advantages. We have a very good privacy screen here, which I'll show you. Let me make the display bright. It's almost bright, like this. You really can't see anything from here. It's the same with the other armored glass. I don't think there are really any differences between all the glasses. This bulletproof glass covers the entire front. It has a black frame that goes right to the edge. The front camera, it's cut out, but there's just no privacy protection in here. In other words, there's no difference when we run our finger over it. Everything is protected, which is very good. Installation is very easy with this frame. You can't really do much wrong. I think the whole thing is hardly visible when you look at it. The next advantage is that touch works, of course, and Face ID, I just do it past the camera. So, I just have to enter my code because I've just tapped on it too many times. So, we've done it past the side. It's unlocked. I hope you could see that, so there's no problem with that. And the next advantage is that you can use almost any cover here. I've also got a few air bubbles here, so I can remove them straight away. However, not quite as thick cases which really go too far over the display here. Then it could be that the armored glass is pushed up again. But the normal cases, you can use them all. Yes, we come to the last advantage, and that is the accessories. They really do come with everything you need for easy installation. Now we come to the disadvantages. The display gets very dark, and you can see that. You can see it much better in real life than through the camera. It's even worse through the camera, so don't be surprised. Yes, but it definitely gets a lot darker. So you really have to turn your display brightness all the way up so that you can really see something in daylight or sunlight. The quality of the display is also impaired, especially if you want to read small things on websites. You have to look very closely because the display becomes a bit pixelated, you could say. The last disadvantage of such armored glass with this black frame is that if you take it off at some point, as some of you have probably already noticed, then you really have dust and dirt around it, which is of course not so nice. Yes, that was the first armored glass from Banks. Let's move on to the second one from Spigen. So here we are with the second bulletproof glass. I've now changed my background image again so that you can see everything a bit better and don't have this black background where you can't see anything. So let's unpack that. So here we have a different system. We also have all the accessories with us. Many of you are probably already familiar with this. I'll show you how to put the whole thing on quickly, but first I'll clean the display, of course. I'm not going to clean it perfectly because I'm going to take it off again anyway, but I'd like you to clean it at home with all the accessories. So we just press on it here in the middle, then the armored glass tightens. You have to wait 30 seconds for it to tighten everywhere, and then just pull this film off. And then we can remove this plastic part here. There's still a backing film on here. And as you can see, it sticks perfectly except for an air bubble here, which I'll just brush out now. So that's it already. As I said, it costs $20 for 2 pieces on Amazon. We also have the same privacy screen here. If you look at it from the front, you can see everything. As soon as you turn the whole thing a little to the side, you can't see anything. So it's the same as with the Bang's bulletproof glass. Yes, let's move on to the second advantage, which is once again the front camera. It's not just completely cut out, we simply don't have any privacy protection here. The next advantage is, of course, very easy to install with this tool here. Touch and Face ID also work here. The problem is, I do it just past the camera. So that worked. I hope you can see that in the camera. I still have a small air pocket here. There, that's gone too. The bulletproof glass is a bit smaller than the one from Bang's. That means you can also use these really thick cases which really go over the edge here. And here too we have all the accessories we need. Yes, let's move on to the disadvantages. Of course, the display is extremely dark here too. I set the display to full brightness and you still can't see that much. So it's even better past the camera than through the camera. But as I said, you will really have problems with this if there is a lot of sunlight. The second disadvantage is that the quality of the display is also limited here. Again, everything is a bit pixelated. With the bulletproof glass, only the display is covered. So you really have a thicker frame in between when you see it in the camera. So only the display is covered and not the frame. There is no more cover here. The first time I really had a lot of air bubbles underneath, which I couldn't get rid of at all. It worked much better the second time. We only had 2 of them here and they've already gone. And the last disadvantage I find is this cutout here on the dynamic island. It's a bit too big for me. I liked the one from Bang's better, where only the front camera was cut out. That also looked a bit more harmonious. And here it doesn't look so nice, because the dynamic island is constantly resizing and then it looks a bit stupid. Yes, that was the second armored glass from Spigen. Let's come to the conclusion. Which one do I think is better? I definitely think the one from Bang's is better because it's bigger, and I also think the camera cutout at the top is better. It simply looks more harmonious and it's also cheaper. But of course you have to decide for yourself in the end which one is best for you. And if you want to buy it, as I said, there's a link to my blog at the bottom of the video description. Just click on it and you'll see all the pros and cons, and you'll also find the link to Amazon where I bought it. Yes, that's it for the little test for the privacy glasses. And I'd say that if you don't want to miss videos like this in the future, you should definitely become a subscriber. Give me a thumbs up, that would make me very happy. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.